There it is.
What a fight.
3-6, 7-6.
The U.S. Open, what is it about that major? I mean, that separates it from all the other majors.
Well, to me personally, New York City is one of my favorite cities. I actually want to move to New York after my career. That's definitely something I want to do, not forever, but for a few years.
Where would you live? What part of
In
it?
the East-West Village.
That's Ryan. Don't
Yeah.
blame you.
Brooklyn's a little too out there for me.
You're not that much of a hipster?
Not that much.
You're kind of a hipster.
I heard that before, and I like to think of myself as a medium hipster.
Medium hip.
A demi-hipster.
Okay.
But Brooklyn's a little out there for me,
Yes.
so I prefer to stay
village
in
is
the
awesome.
village. Yeah,
Yeah.
prefer to stay in the village, and that's why I'd say it's definitely one of my most treasured Grand Slams. It's the first time I reached the second week at the U.S. Open, so that's always special memories, and just in general, it's the place where I have a lot of friends where. There's a lot of art, and I'm very into art, a lot of literature, very, very smart people there, so always enjoy it there.
Is the U.S. Open where you first did the Petko dance, or is that
It
just...
was, yeah.
It was, right?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And you beat Petrova? Is that what got you
Yes,
dancing?
yeah, you have a great memory. Yeah, I before that match, I had lost 5 consecutive first rounds in the American season. My coach said, "Okay, if you win this match," and Petrova was, I think, 13th or
Yeah, she
14th
was a seed.
Yeah, and if you win this match, you have to do something special. And I won 7-6 in the third, and I couldn't think of anything special. And they played this weird music, so that was my first
That's what inspired
instinct, I guess, yeah. Yeah, and then I had to do it over and over and over again.
you? But then you retired it.
I did.
But now it's back.
There it is.
Game, set, and match.
Straight
Petkovic.
sets against a canny clay quarter.
There she goes.
Hey, look at that. She's bringing back the dance.
What was that all about? I mean, I'm delighted.
Well, the thing is, I feel for the first time in a long time, I feel like myself again. And the first time I did the Petko dance was the beginning of sort of my climbing up through to the top 10. And this was for me, I don't know, it came more from inside. It wasn't planned in that moment. But now when I reflect on it, I feel like it might have been a sign on the outside, but also to myself that I feel like I can do some damage again.
When you say when you said you're feeling yourself again, do you mean physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually?
I think everything
Really?
is always it's always a combination. But I had a time where I was struggling with motivation, and then also injuries came, and I think everything hangs together somehow. Everything is connected, and just I was asking myself. I think I talked to a lot of people that are older than me and more experienced, and many of them say that around age 28, 29, they had this kind of little existence crisis, maybe.
Yes.
And I was just questioning, do I want to keep playing tennis? Is it what I want? Because, I mean, as you know, we tennis players sort of get thrown into this. You start playing, you love it, then you're good at it, you win tournaments, you just keep doing it, all of a sudden you earn money. You never think about, do I really want to play tennis?
not a choice anymore.
It's not a choice anymore. And when I turned 28, I started thinking about this because time was all of a sudden running out. While I was 21, you still have the feeling, oh, I could still study medicine, I could still go do that, I could still live in Paris for 2 years, and I could still try whatever. And then all of a sudden I was 28, and I was starting to question myself if I wanted to be here because my time was running out.
Well, you've also got a lot of brain cells that you can rub together, so that confuses somebody as well when you know you have options.
I guess so, yeah. And then also I had a lot of offers from different kind of things. I enjoy writing a lot, and I could have done that, and it was just, I wasn't behind my sports 100%.
What got you back? Was there somebody who told you something that resonated so much?
It helped me just to hear that everybody went through this questioning, because when you go through something so personal, you just feel like, oh, maybe I don't love my sports as much, maybe I don't love it as much. And what inspired me most was actually the guitarist of Led Zeppelin, who just quit playing guitar for a whole year before they made it big. I was like, if this guy doesn't want to play guitar and doesn't want to be a rock star with Led Zeppelin, it's okay for me to question if I want to keep playing tennis. And that sort of just relaxed me and made it less stressful for me. And then I just realized all of a sudden there is no other place I want to be rather in than playing tennis.
Andrea Petkovic, little resurgence here in DC. She's on to the quarterfinals.
So what's left for you to do? How many more years will you stick to this? And is it all about getting back into the top 10? Is it all about making a big dent somewhere? Or is are you assuming your best tennis is still in front of you?
I think that, I don't know why, it's more a feeling than really something I can grasp, but I feel like I still have so much more to bring to the table, and I still feel like my best tennis is still inside of me, like you said, and I don't want to quit and not have explored everything that is inside of me. And also right now, it's not my best ranking, it's not the best year I've had, but I've never been happier on being on tour, and I think that is the most important.
If you don't mind, can I just ask a couple more just random questions?
Yeah.
Okay, here, finish this sentence. Roger Federer has long been great, but after this year, he has become...
He has become the most stylish man, GQ. And we always make fun of it because I congratulated him. He was like, oh yeah. I said, no, I'm not congratulating you for all your Grand Slams. I bought the GQ because you were on the cover and you're most stylish man of the year. And everybody seems to forget that. That's a very important award too. Most stylish man of 2017, Roger Federer.
Smoking. Inside and out. No, it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, very good. Jelena Ostapenko winning the French Open was just...
It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And it wasn't that surprising to me, I have to say. It was, of course, it was very surprising, but everybody who has played her in practice or in matches and knows how well she can play, then that she can pull it together for 7 matches, that is surprising. But how well she can play, that is not that surprising.
Novak Djokovic pulling out of the rest of the season is...
a good choice for him. I think it's a good choice for him. I think he needs to just settle down. I think he's going through something similar I went through. That's why I can really relate through what is going on in his head. And plus, on top, all these successes and all the pressure he's had to face, it's nothing compared to what I had. And I think he just needed something to get this pressure out of him. And that was his way, and I think it's good for him to just settle and then refocus, and he will be back stronger than ever.
Here's my last question for you. It'll be interesting to see what you say about this one. So many big names come to the US Open. Film stars, TV stars, sports stars. If you can have one person from any field watch your match on Ash Stadium, who do you want to see up there?
Jonathan Franzen.
Oh, nice call. Nice
I mean, if he was still alive, I would have said David Foster Wallace, but Jonathan Franzen is a close second, I would say.
How much of him have you read?
I've read all of his. I've read all of his work, and I just like his weirdness, and I like people who are different, and he's a little grumpy, and I like that too. I wish I was grumpier sometimes, but I'm just a happy person. Not really. I'm just a happy person, you know. I wish I was a little grumpier sometimes.
We're very glad you're not. Andrea, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Good luck, man.
Thank you very much.